Hey everybody, welcome back to Mrs. Webb's house. And in this video, I was making my husband breakfast and we found some leftover steak bites right there. And it was just some trimmings from a beef roll that we had cut into steaks. These were the pieces that we just trimmed off of everything. And so I thought, hey, let me put this together. I'll make him some steak bites and put it with some grits. So that's what I decided to make for breakfast. As you can see here, I'm sprinkling a little bit of salt all over the steak bites and, just coating both sides. Then I'm sprinkling a little bit of pepper and doing the same thing, coating both sides. Then I have some Montreal steak seasoning, which I'm using to sprinkle over the steak and season it up as well. Now this little bottle, it's not a little bottle, this big bottle is really, really heavy. And I'm having a hard time, as you can see, trying to shake it. I'm tapping it and everything, and it's just not trying to come out. So I grabbed it by the end and, shook it, and I was able to get out a good amount of seasoning. And I'm just moving the steak pieces around on this on the plate in order to get it all coated. And then I do the other side with some more Montreal steak seasoning right there. Push it all together and then put some more on. I've grabbed it from the side now, trying to make sure I can shake it out, but I seem to have gotten it to work well that way. Now, that little pan in front of the plate right there, that pan goes into my air fryer. I'm going to air fry these steak bites and put them with the grits. Just spread it out. I love my air fryer. It's an Emerald Lagasse air fryer, and it has French doors, so you can open it and close it, and not like you don't open and close other ones, but here it is right here. I love this thing. So you just open it up, and we're just going to go ahead on and put the steak bites in, and they're on air fry for 12 minutes. Right here is the halfway point where we're looking in, and the house smelled amazing. You can hear them sizzling. And I shook them before I opened it up so I could kind of get them moved around a bit. Right here is where they're done. It's been 12 minutes and they look pretty good. They smelled really good. There you go. And now I'm going to make the grits. As you can see here, I'm putting in the water. Now this is 4.5 cups of water, I believe, as that was kind of up to the edge. This cup holds 4 cups of water. I believe I put in another half a cup to a cup of water to accommodate the grits. And as you can see right there, I got my water boiling. I have my grits ready. Now I always salt my water before I put the grits in because it helps with the flavor of the grits, is salting the water. Now this is an important step here. You make sure you've got your water at a rolling boil like that. And then you kind of start to stir it and make sort of like a tornado or a swirl in the middle. Pour the grits down the middle where the swirl is, and then go backwards across it to make sure you break up any lumps. Now, another thing about grits is they do go stale. And I've had instances where I was making grits, I followed, my little technique here, and I still had lumps. And then that's when I realized that the grits had gone stale and they just kind of clumped together. I'm going to put my lid on and then turn this down to low. I believe I had 1.5 cups of grits in there. So now the grits are done, and I'm just giving them a stir. They look really good, just making sure they're all incorporated. And I put in about a stick of butter into the grits before I serve them. I already put butter in it. Then just whisk that up in the grits until it melts. And now you've already salted your water, you've already put butter in your grits, and that's a good base for however you want to proceed with your grits. And by the way, salt, butter, and pepper is what goes on grits. That is a hill that I'm at least willing to slide down. Salt, pepper, and butter goes on grits. There we go. So now I'm going to plate this all up for my husband. There are the steak bites there. They came out really well. They've got like a really good crust on them and the seasoning as well. And I'm just going to pour some grits on the side. There we go. I usually use a fork and scrape the edge like that so that I don't have grits running down the side of my pot when I'm trying to serve them. And then I put the 2 pieces of toast right on his plate, and that's what he had for breakfast. It was really delicious, he said.